Good morning, everyone. This is L Trades, and this is a daily market update. I did one yesterday, but I'm going to do more of these now. I have more time on my hands, and I think it's very important. So let's begin. BTC is at 16,800, less than it was yesterday. People were already starting to, post like bottom signs yesterday. Even some prominent figures. I'm not going to name them. Um, I mean, so far you don't really have much looking at the 4 hour. You pumped a bit, and maybe this can become a high low if this like becomes a high low and goes maybe to this um, resistance, high time frame resistance of around 18 to 19k. That might be promising. If it breaks through, then hell yeah, on the macro level that could definitely be a reversal. But right now it's no man's land. It's between this resistance and all the way down to the high time frame support of around 13k, 14k. So it's in the center of that pretty much, and that is no touch, at least for me. Now, if we go to something interesting, we go to the S&P 500. It's been pumping really hard. Today is the weekend. Well, it is at least here in Australia, and I don't know about you Americans, but it will be soon. Um, the SPX has been performing extremely well, mostly based on the CPI numbers, and BTC has just failed to match that strength. In fact, it's been very, very weak as the world markets have bounced. For example, if this happens to be the S&P 500 bottom right here in October, BTC has only made new lows since these rallies, right? So that's not really good. Considering that if this is not the bottom, or if the S&P 500 just happens to have a retrace, which is only healthy, right? Or even worse, a continuation to new lows, then you can imagine that crypto will do even worse. Now, on top of that, you do have the FTX problem still continuing, and it's very likely that that will result in many more dominoes falling. For example, you have a lot of funds and projects or coins, whatever you want to call them, who had their treasury on FTX, almost all their treasury on FTX, or maybe some of their treasury on FTX, and it's just trapped there, right? So they don't have runway, especially during the bear market. And the holders have no idea about this stuff. They don't really care, or maybe they care, but they think it's fine because they think everything is always fine. And then you'll see these huge projects. I'm not talking about like some, immature bunch of developers got together and made a bull market project. A lot of people who actually, you'll see a lot of people with like a long time in this field with a good resume, big business people who just had their money stuck on FTX. They just didn't know it was going to collapse, and so all these projects will start a contagion and will start to go down one by one. That's guaranteed because it's just logic. They can't get their money out of FTX. That's what happens. Um, FTX has filed for bankruptcy, so that's very important. It was always going to be the likely scenario. It's important to notice that with bankruptcies, it takes years for people to get their money if they do at all. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So there's no good news yet except the S&P 500 pumping. If you hold stocks, I guess that's good for you, good for boomers, I guess. So yeah, BTC, and so total is still interesting. Total, still above this 2018 support. If it cuts it, it's obviously the sign that alts will make much lower lows. If we go total 2, it still actually looks good somehow, which is very interesting. Still above the 200 week and still above the 2018 high. So that's fine. And I guess we'll just keep an eye on that. Yeah. If you guys want like some educational stuff, I know I deleted my previous videos. I wanted to clean up my channel a bit, but I have time now. So if you want some, I don't know, divergence or harmonics or candlesticks or whatever it may be, free education, I'll just comment it what you want, and maybe I'll make a video about it. And I can make a video about anything you want, trading related. So just ask me whatever you want. Anyways, I hope you guys do fine. and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.